What could Oswald possibly have been doing for the FBI? Well, what was the FBI doing? Hoover was helping JFK crack down on the CIA.
Less than 3 months after becoming president, Kennedy awoke one morning to discover that the CIA had launched a major invasion of Cuba at the Bay of Pigs, using their secretly trained army of misguided anti-Castro Cubans. Allen Dulles, the CIA chief, figured that if he launched an invasion with the CIA's private army, Kennedy would be forced to order an all-out invasion of Cuba to back them up. Kennedy refused to go along, and the entire CIA army was killed or captured.
Recently declassified documents show that Kennedy had never approved the CIA plan for a massive invasion at the Bay of Pigs. And while Kennedy publicly took the blame for the CIA disaster,
there's an old saying that victory has 100 fathers and defeat is an orphan, because I'm the responsible officer of the government.
He quietly fired the top 3 men at CIA, Allen Dulles, Richard Bissell, and General Charles Cabell. He still had an army of CIA-trained Cuban terrorists to contend with. He lied to them.
I can assure you that this flag will be returned to this brigade in a free Havana.
But the Cuban Missile Crisis changed everything, and most of all, it changed John Kennedy.
In October of 1962, the world was brought to the brink of nuclear war when Kennedy was told that the Russians were building nuclear missiles in Cuba 90 miles off American shores. Kennedy announced that the U.S. would stop all Russian ships headed towards Cuba. The Russians announced that they would not be stopped in international waters by U.S. ships. Both sides prepared for war.
At the very moment that the world teetered on the brink of nuclear disaster, against Kennedy's specific orders, the CIA sent a U-2 spy plane flying into Russian airspace, which could easily have been mistaken for a bomber getting ready for a first strike. Right in the middle of this critical period, as both sides prepared for full-scale nuclear war against Kennedy's specific orders, the CIA instigated attacks upon Cuba by their anti-Castro Cuban paramilitaries. These insane attempts by the CIA to provoke a nuclear holocaust changed Kennedy fundamentally. He caught a glimpse into the souls of his adversaries, and he spoke of them as having a collective death wish for the world.